little turtle doves. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Take a moment to check in. And out. Please forgive my neighbor, as they have forgiven me for singing opera in the apartment all afternoon. So, I wanted to share some good news, and then share some facts, and then some personal history, and then I need to go because I'm late for karaoke. So, some good news. Portugal decided to give $1 million to UNRWA, to UNRWA, is that it? Yeah, Relief Works Agency. It's the UN agency dedicated to Palestinian refugees and to, yeah, I think just Palestinian refugees. That's our main thing anyway. And they obviously lost funding because of the US and the UK, and that was a problem. If you're curious about why they lost funding, that is because 12 members of UNRWA were accused of being part of the October 7th attacks. Of the 12, 2 are dead and 1 is missing. So there are now 9 people who have been kicked out of UNRWA swiftly and immediately after the accusations came out. But there are 13,000 UNRWA employees in Gaza alone. So the fact that these 12, now nine known people, like, single-handedly stopped UNRWA funding for like an entire place where a humanitarian crisis is occurring is nuts. So thank you, Portugal. Thank you for your contribution. That's amazing. That's exactly what you should be doing right now. If you are a place with $1 million to give, a person with $1 million to give, if you are an institution, if you are a government and you have $1 million to give, at least please fund UNRWA. They absolutely need it. Yes, so that's first thing. Then also, I just wanted to share, in case you were curious, that there is a UN agency dedicated to refugees specifically. It's called the UNHCR, High Commission on Refugees. And they have under their mandate about 30 million people, 30 million registered refugees. UNRWA, the UN Works Relief Agency, there we go, for Palestinians, has 6 million registered Palestinian refugees. So, like, of the world's, I don't know, if you take UNRWA's number of refugees and the agency for the refugees for the rest of the world, Palestinians make up 20%. Or something like that. Like, it's just outrageous. It's just, what? And lastly, my personal history with UNRWA. So I studied abroad in Jordan. I lived with a Palestinian family. That's where I got my kofaya. And yeah, it was a great time. This was in 2015. And I did research at an UNRWA camp. It was called the el-Hussein camp in Amman, Jordan. I will go into detail sometime about my experience there, but I just wanted to share off the bat in terms of funding specifically that this refugee camp was established after the Nakba of 1948. So they were like the people who were kicked out and made to make the mass exodus, and they walked to Jordan across the desert and established a refugee camp there. It's been there for so long that like it feels less like a refugee camp and more like a slum or like a ghetto of a city. It wasn't like I went to another refugee camp and that one felt like, you know, a camp the way you picture it. But this place where I did research and talked to women specifically, was just like a slum in terms of feeling. And I asked the people there, like, when was the last time you saw funding? And they go, oh, honey, 2000, I think, 2000, the year 2000, when I was 5 years old, like a full 15 years before when I was meeting them, and that was almost 10 years ago. Yeah, so in 2000, they saw their last check, and like the money ran out. So it's like, yeah, UNRWA's like not... They already needed money before unidentifiable 9 people caused UNRWA to completely lose funding for millions of people they take care of. So I don't know. There you go. That's my personal history with UNRWA. Hopefully now you know a little more. So mwah, mwah, puss puss. I'm going to go to karaoke, and I'm excited because I love karaoke, and it's my friend's goodbye party at the same time, and she's hosting, and I have some respiratory stuff right now, so my chest voice is ace right now. So I'm gonna do a chest voice song, but then also somehow my high register is also on point right now. So I'm gonna do a little both. We're gonna flex today at karaoke. Yeah, looking like this, flexing, singing like a superstar. I am a superstar, and you know what? I am a superstar advocate for Palestine, and I will be till the day I die. So free Palestine. Have a nice day.